Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason Huval, broker for Central Metro Realty. And today I'm going to talk about the option period. I get questions from our agents from time to time. Sometimes they're really simple questions, but there's some important things that I want to bring to your attention about the option period. This is used, just kind of once over. I think most people have a general idea, but basically this is our inspection period. It's time for us to make sure this is the right property that we want to purchase. It's used in the 1-to-4. This is a 1-to-4 contract, the condo contract, and the unimproved property. Commercial. I won't touch on commercial contracts, but they have a feasibility period, which is similar, but it's kind of treated just a little bit differently here. But as far as our 1-to-4, improved, the unimproved, and the condo, these are going to be the same process here. So the option period, like I said, is a fee that we pay. You have to pay for it. That allows you to have time to inspect the property, or I guess give it any more thought, do anything that you want to do to make sure this is the house for you. You can use the property for how you want to use it, and usually pay for that. And that fee can range. It can be anywhere from a dollar to a couple $1,000s. And so something to kind of keep in mind, it is a negotiation. There is no standard fee for that, or standard price for that fee. But if you're trying to make a stronger offer and you're in a multiple offer situation, a seller likes to see more money and less time. That'll help strengthen your offer. So it's just something kind of to, keep in the back of your mind. So for this example, I'm going to put like a couple $100 here just to say, this $200 option fee, that once we've agreed, I'm going to pay $200 for this. We get an executed deal. I have 3 days to get this money into the hands of the listing agent or the listing broker or the seller. Somebody needs to sign off on a receipt. There's a receipt on the back of all of our contracts here where they acknowledge this option fee receipt. You want to get this signed. Guys, I can't express how important that is, because if they don't sign, it says within 3 days of the effective date of this contract, right? If they don't do it, says right here, if no dollar amount is stated as the option fee, which I said you have to purchase the option fee, or if a buyer fails to pay the option fee to the seller within the time prescribed, the paragraph will not be a part of the contract. Buyer shall not have the unrestricted right to terminate this contract. If buyer gives notice of termination with the time prescribed, the buyer fee will not be refunded. However, any earnest money will be refunded to the buyer. This 3 days is so important, because if you miss it, if you don't get the money in time, there's no option period. And I can tell you, I've had agents have to pay the earnest money on behalf of their client because they missed getting the option money delivered, or getting a signature, getting a receipt. So you don't want to learn by other people's mistakes there. So we pay the $200 and we've negotiated. The length of the option period, again, is something that is always negotiated. Let's use a week here. Maybe I can't get inspectors out there in time. I got out of town clients, whatever the case may be. The shorter this is, the happier that makes the seller, right? And so that's just something to keep in mind when you're negotiating. The last part of here, I guess, of the option is whether or not this fee, this $200, is going to apply to the contract. I always try to push it when I'm on the buy side. Of course, a seller would like for you not to have that option money apply to the contract. So it's their money. You pay this check. It's written in the name of the seller, right? When you get the money out to them, so they can go and have a nice steak dinner that night. And if they do so and don't have to credit it back, well, that's kind of nice. You bought them a little bit of dinner. But in any event, that's the basics of a termination option. There is one other item I wanted to touch on, was how long this 7 days. Sometimes agents ask me, when does the date start? Well, this 7 days starts the day after you have a fully executed contract, not the day of, the day after. And that is a very common question as well. So again, if your contract was executed right here, it's executed on the 1st, the 2nd of the month is your day 1 of that option period. And you have 7 days, and on the 7th day, you have at 5:00 to cancel. Now, one of the tricks that I use sometimes is, or I guess this is a tip, if you are coming down to the wire and you don't have your everything fully negotiated. Sometimes you have an amendment you've been working on, and the listing agent may tell you, oh, the seller just can't sign it until 6 or 7 o'clock. Well, the option ends at 5 o'clock. And if they're not going to sign it, are you going to trust that this deal, they are going to sign it at 6 o'clock? And the answer should be no. I mean, you represent your buyer. You're not going to do anything that put their money or this deal in jeopardy for them. So what you're going to need to do is send a termination, but send the amendment at the same time. That way you're covered. You have your, if it doesn't work out and they weren't going to sign it, they were just trying to get you to string along, you're covered and you can cancel the contract. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to call or text me anytime. My name is Jason Huval. I'm the broker for Central Metro Realty. Thanks so much for watching.